Hey guys, I am back and I am doing a brand new video. Alright, so first things first, we are going to start off with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I picked this up because I've been hearing so many amazing things about this. Between this, the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and the Tatcha Primer, which I already own, and I know it's freaking awesome. Yeah. So this one, it smells really fresh. It smells, I can't even describe it, but it smells really nice. Very fresh. It smells like vitamins. It smells like you are caring for your skin, okay? It smells like everything that you need or should be putting on your skin, okay? Okay. So I'm gonna fluff my little Amara Negra wig out the way. Of course, you know you're gonna get some cap action, so don't try to clock me. But you really don't need as much as I put on, but y'all know already, I am heavy-handed, and I just like to slather everything on, and on top of that, it feels so good. It feels so good. I'm still on the fence as to whether this is better than my Tatcha still canvas, because Tatcha does such a good job at like blurring your face and making it look like literal silk after you've put your makeup on when you've already applied that to your face. That this does a good job too, but not to the extent of the Tatcha. Like, this is more moisturizing and more so for long term that I've heard, like, because it's apparently the only like moisturizer and primer all in one that actually improves your skin's texture and improves your skin over time. So I guess this is more of a like a long-term investment or whatnot, but yeah. So today I'm going to be showing you guys the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. Now, I know this came under so much scrutiny because of their whack shade range, and I agree, but I saw the reviews that people did who actually was able to find their shade, and it looks phenomenal. So I was still curious. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was curious, and you guys know that I'm a makeup junkie, so I bought it anyway. This is in the shade 4.30. This is what it looks like. And yes, I have already used it. I tried it out like twice or 3 times before I made this video. So I already pretty much know what I'm going to say. But I want to put it on like with all my lights on and stuff to really see if, you know, y'all seeing what I be seeing or I just be seeing off. So, and another new product that I'm going to try, if I can find it, I think I left it in the bathroom. I submerged this little baby in water, and this is the size of it. It doesn't grow too much after you submerge it, but the funny thing about it is, and I thought people were joking when they said it, like when you submerge it, you could see that it gets soaked in the water at first, right? But when you like squeeze it out, it's like it's dry again. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's so crazy. But anyway, so I'm going to do one side with this bad boy, and I'm going to do the other side with a traditional beauty blender. So yeah, wish me luck, guys, because y'all remember that silicone, was it the silicone? Yes, I think it was, like the silicone blenders or whatever, and that people started using, and they were like, oh, you know, it's gonna replace the beauty blender and it doesn't absorb product. And yeah, so that's what the shade looks like on me. And already, I mean, I do love the foundation, spoiler alert, I'm not gonna lie, but it does definitely give you more coverage than the beauty blender automatically. But I feel like it's kind of working me a little bit hard, because I really have to, it is giving me some streaks, and on everybody else's video I didn't see no streaks, so I look mad on the inside. But once I pat away, keep patting, those streaks like disappear. But I'm really having to like beat myself up because it is a little firm. It's not as soft as the Beauty Blender. So yeah, that's what one pump gets me with this foundation and this sponge so far. Just gonna spread the remainder out along my face because I really just need like the most coverage in this area, and then coming a little down to my neck sometimes. Depends on how my skin is feeling. Yeah, so that is the first application, the first one pump with the Juno sponge. It's really not bad, just like I said. I feel like I have to work a little bit harder. And now this is going to be the application with the Beauty Blender. Please excuse my Beauty Blender. It is dirty because I have been using it quite a bit. So I'm spraying it down with Fix Plus as per usual. And we're going in. I really love the way they made this foundation. It like the Beauty Blender just sits there in the little groove, and I think it's so cool and so different and unique. And before you guys try to clock me, this isn't an exact match. It's just the closest match that I could have found because the one above it was way too light, and the one, well, the one, would that be the one below it? The one below it was too light, and the one above it was like definitely too dark. So yeah, this is where we're at. And it actually really doesn't look bad. Like when I filmed like some Instagram videos, like not like, you know, videos, but like I was talking about some hair on my Instagram story, and I was in front of my ring light just like this, and it like looked like my skin, y'all. And y'all know the good light don't deceive you. So if you look horrible in real life, you're gonna look horrible in front of that light. So yeah, but okay, so this is what we're working with. I think both sides look pretty good. Like I have like a teensy bit more coverage with the Juno sponge, but it's really not anything drastic, you know. I think they really look very much identical. But what do you guys think? You guys have a better view than I do, but I think that they look super identical. So to get a little bit more feel, and it's not even that dirty, so it gets a little bit less dirtier than the Beauty Blender. So to get a little bit more acquainted with the sponge, I'm just gonna go ahead and do another pump around my face with it. But this foundation, it seems to be just those foundations that just goes on great no matter what, you know, because it is really beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, like I love the formula, I love the way it blends. I just, the only really and truly the only downfall about this foundation is that the shade range. Like Beauty Blender, y'all know better. Like y'all came around here with the revolutionary Beauty Blender, and now y'all release some bomb foundation. Oh, my bracelet got caught in the mic. Y'all release some bomb foundation, and then it's like y'all slighting us. Y'all slighting everybody, really, because y'all have like a whole bunch of light shades, super light shades, and then when it comes like to the darker, deeper, even the medium dark ladies, y'all failed. So I'm not gonna lie, if they do release like more shades, I'm still gonna buy it because this foundation is really good. Like, I'm not someone that likes to support brands that think that, you know, darker skinned people are an afterthought, but this foundation is really freaking good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sucker for a really good product. All right, so that is a winner so far. Next, we're going to move on to my favorite part. And this is the new MAC 24-Hour Concealer. I've been waiting on this thing to come out for like months, and I got the shade NC45. This is for me to highlight with, and I'm so excited when they did come out. So imagine I was even more excited when I actually used it. So this is what I do. This is how I do all of my concealer applications. And I've already seen the reviews. You gotta work fast with this thing. You can't be sitting around lollygagging, thinking you're gonna let the baby set. No, One thing I know, you let this baby set, you better have it in place right where you want it, because it'll leave you high and dry. So I'm gonna take this fluffy e.l.f. brush. Is this e.l.f.? Yes, this is e.l.f. I'm gonna spritz this a bit, and I'm gonna blend this out. Start blending the edges of it, and then I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and soften it up everywhere else. Sorry, I'm so rude. I should be letting you guys see how it blends out, because I think it blends out so beautifully. So I just go around the edges first, and then I go on the inside, underneath my eye, and then I pat. So around the edges, see, and it's already starting to stiffen up that quickly. So around the edges, and then on the inside. And be careful not to put too much, because this is a decent amount of product. Like, it does spread really nicely, and it does give you really nice coverage. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I should have clipped this hair back, but whatever. And I know I look all kinds of crazy right now, but whatever. And the beauty about this concealer is that you don't even have to set it. Now, if you want something a little bit more intensified, like if you want to make it a little bit brighter, then you can go ahead and put like some baking powder over it, some yellow baking powder, whatever baking powder you guys use. But I don't, because number one, I think this NC45 shade is pretty great for me. Why do I feel hair all over the place? I think the NC45 does pretty great for me, and on top of that, this concealer sets itself. Like, literally it sets itself. So if this product can eliminate that extra step for me, why go back and still do the step anyway? For me, it's all about quick and easy and out the door, honestly. So yeah, look at that beautiful blend. Well, I hope it looks as beautiful as it does in this mirror. Child, like, you know, your face be deceiving you sometimes. It will deceive you sometimes, but I think I can trust this mirror. I think I can trust it. So now I'm gonna take my most favoriteest brow gel in the world, because I haven't been filling in my brows in I don't know how long, like months. So I've just been keeping up with my waxes. So I'm just going to take the ABH Clear Brow Gel and just go over my brows with it is all. So now I picked up, because I seen everybody was raving about these as well. This is like an old staple product from MAC. This is the Studio Fix powders, and I got it in NW58 so I can contour with it. Got me this big fluffy brush from Real Techniques, so that's what I'm about to do. And I'm not gonna lie, everybody that uses it, I like the natural look that it gives. So yeah. And on top of that, I'm using a big fluffy brush so it can look even more blown out. And Jesus, how many times is this bracelet gonna get caught in this mic? Hope that didn't make too much noise for you guys. And I know sometimes I can get contour happy, I'm not gonna lie. Contouring makes me happy. I don't know why. There's something about snatching your face that is so like comforting and so fun. It's just, I don't know, it's so soothing. And I'm not really doing it to be snatch. I just, you know, want a very slight snatch. Then what I like to do is, before I go in with anything else, I like to Fix Plus my face. I'm running low with this one, so it's gonna be a little doozy. And this is the Lavender Mini. Smells so good. Alright, so for the eyes, this is the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. You guys already know what was the big deal about these. So I never tried mine. I know a friend of mine, Brittany, she said she got hers and it was amazing. So I'm like, okay, so let's see. As you can see, untouched, freaking touched. And I hope I didn't, okay, yes, I did put my nail in it, but whatever. Other than that, untouched, this is the Arms and Gorgeous palette. So I'm going to be using this one because it was the most beautiful one to me. And I'm going to take Agent. So if you use foundation as a base and you're like around my complexion or darker, it might not be the best thing for these shadows, but the blend isn't the problem. It's just really kind of the pigmentation a little bit. They are very powdery though, we'll say that. So these shadows are gonna take some time to build with a regular base. I can barely see anything on my lid. And I love Jaclyn. I really want to see her win. But the shadow might work on someone who's lighter than me though. It just might. This just might, I don't know. It just might be too close to my skin tone. Who knows? But it is a pretty shade though. I'm seeing a wash of it on my eye. But it is very pretty. The next one I'm going to take is, probably should go in with Secure and like start, you know, building a nice little gradient. Probably should have used my P. Louise base to really show the true colors of these shadows. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with Smooth Criminal. And we're going to start darkening that outer portion of the eye. And building on that. Oh, okay. I can see it on this eye. Okay. This brown. This is a pretty brown. I like it. But so far they appear to be blending well. And working well together. It's just really the pigmentation that's not really impressing me. What do you guys think? You guys can see it as it's happening. And then again, I'm not any makeup artist, so come on, you know, don't judge me, okay? Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with Prowl, the darkest brown. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade that I've been dying to use, and it's called Coin. And I'm going to dab, dab, dab into Coin. And let's see. You know what this reminds me? You know what this shade reminds me of? It reminds me of the Fenty highlighter, the super yellow gold one. I think this may be a dupe for Trophy Wife. It just looks like it has a little bit more green to it. But this is freaking gorgeous, y'all. Yeah, this is really beautiful. It just definitely needs to be wet. Oh yeah, I'm loving me some Coin. Love me some Coin. Who doesn't like a good coin? But okay, JH, okay. Armed and Gorgeous palette really didn't do me dirty. It really didn't. So, I'm very sorry that everybody else had a bad experience, but so far, at least with this palette, it's been pretty good. I think once I put that P. Louise base on, these shadows are gonna be even more poppin'. So right now I'm just gonna go add some eyeliner and I'll come back. Alright, so now that I've got that on, I'm going to use the Milk Kush Mascara. I've heard that this was awesome as well. And I'm just going to apply that to my lashes. So yeah, these are how my lashes look with the Kush Mascara. So I'm just going to add some on bottom. So yeah, I'm going to let that dry for a little bit before I go back into the JH palette and do my under eye. But right now I'm going to go into blush, and this is the Stilazzi Barbados palette. They had released two palettes based on the Bahamas and Barbados, and the Bahamas one, y'all know I wasn't gonna let nobody make no product and name it after my country and buy it, but the Bahamas one was just way too light, and I was so upset because I really wanted to be able to use that one. So this is how it looks on the inside. It's so freaking pretty. But the only thing I don't like about these are very reminiscent of the Anastacia Beverly Hills blushes to me. Very powdery, just loads and loads of kickback, and I hate that. Okay, I have yet to find another blush palette that can rival my my Juvia's Place blush palette. Like, the Juvia's Place blush palette is just everything. Okay, so since I'm wearing a little pop of orange and pink and whatever, I'm going to go into Mango Tango, and I'm gonna swirl in that, and like, y'all, it's just a lot of powder. Like, look, and y'all see that? I hate that. But we're gonna go into Mango Tango. I'm gonna smile. But it is nice and pigmented, though, I will say that. So if you don't mind all the powder, you just want something really pigmented, like, look how much I tapped off, and look at that. Okay. Very pretty. And they also have highlighters in this palette as well. Well, one highlighter really. This isn't, well, I mean, people use like, people really do be out here using shimmery blushes, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Not gonna do that. But like I said, this one is really nice, the Barbados, but it's just so powdery. But I will continue using it. I'm not gonna lie, I already spent my money. Okay, so they're gonna have to be used, honey. But it's really nice. So if you guys, like I said, don't mind the powder, y'all like the same consistency of the Anastacia Beverly Hills blush palettes, then it's for you. It's for you, honey. So I'm gonna add a little something in my inner corner. And you guys know what? You know what I think I should do? But I probably shouldn't. But I will anyway. I am going to use one of these shadows as a highlight. So I'm going to take Girl Trip. We've used almost all the shades of this palette. Why am I doing that? I'm going to take Girl Trip and I'm going to put that. Nope. I don't see anything. Do you guys see something? Well, it might be, you know, it might be subtle. It might be subtle. Okay, let's go in a little harder. Tap off. Okay. Oh. Hold on, y'all. Y'all hold on. Y'all hold up. Okay. It's a nice subtle sheen. Like, y'all see? Okay. Okay. I hope my face doesn't break out, but okay. Alright, JH. Oh. I live, hunty. I live. Yes. You can put some on the nose. A little bit on the cuticle. When we put these puckers on. I didn't even contour my nose. Oh my god. I have to do that. But oh, it's a very nice subtle sheen, guys. That is really pretty. Okay. I hope I don't look a hot greasy mess, but oh, that is beautiful. That is gorgeous. At least from this angle. So, what I'm gonna do is gonna add some contour to my nose. I'm gonna take this fluffy brush from Morphe that I had for forever. Tap, 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 of course. And etch out this nose a little bit. Even though I don't really need it, I really just, I like doing it. It's fun. It's really fun. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's fun. And who doesn't like to have like that, a little extra definition, you know? So because I'm lazy and I don't feel like reaching over all this stuff to get a new brush, same brush, just gonna go in with Smooth Criminal. Prowl, smudge. Then just for the hell of it, I'm gonna go into some of Top Secret. I think this was the most difficult shade ever of this palette, according to people. I don't think it's gonna show up down here. It did a little bit, as best as it could. Okay, okay. Not bad. Not bad. It's giving me a little pigment. Giving me a little pigment. Okay, okay. Alright. So I'm gonna take that Anastacia brow gel, just go back over my lashes. Just to clear them out. And yes, I do use clear brow gel as mascara sometimes. Don't judge me. So just to clean them up. And so now just gonna douse my face in some Fix Plus, and then we're good to go, honey. We're good to go. So yeah, that is my full face of new makeup. Now I am going to be back a little later so I can give you guys the full rundown over what I like over on this face, honey. So it's gonna be a couple hours. You know, it's what it is. Right now it's 8:14. Hope you guys can see that. It's 8:14. So it should be around like after 12 when I get back. So I will let y'all know if this new makeup is the tea, hunty. Is it the tea? When I get back. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so it is 1:53 a.m. I hope you guys can see that in my phone. I have been sweating a whole lot. Let me take off my glasses. I've been sweating a whole lot where I was. So right now, I wanted to take a paper towel, but I think I'm just going to take the Juno sponge and dab the sweat away. And we'll see if it's a good like dabber, a little touch-up sponge. I am feeling the sweat just sit on the sponge though, not gonna lie. But it does seem to be doing a good job of keeping the makeup in place, not rubbing it off, and getting rid of the sweat. So of course, the makeup did transfer off, but to be honest, this foundation did so well, especially considering that I was sweating so much and I didn't dab all night at all. Not one bit. So the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation is definitely a go. My eyes, let me take a look at them right quick. My eyes are still on, but you can see where the gold shade has deteriorated a bit. But that's because I didn't properly prime my eyes, so it wasn't really given a fair chance. But I think it did fairly well given the circumstances. My lashes look amazing with the Kush mascara. The Fenty lip didn't survive, but I had some spicy barbecue, as you can see all over my shirt. If you could see it, I hope you can't though. But I actually ended up putting some gloss bomb over it. Bomb. It looked amazing. But yeah, I am very satisfied, very satisfied with the Bounce Foundation. The Jaclyn Hill palette surprised me after all the negative reviews. I love the Kush mascara. I actually love the Juno and Co sponge. Now, I'm not saying it's going to replace my Beauty Blender or my Real Techniques Miracle Blending Sponge, but it did a pretty good job for like a $6 sponge, a gimmicky $6 sponge. So I was very impressed with that. The face base feels amazing on my face. I'm going to continue using it long term, like I said. What else? The MAC 24-hour concealer. I mean, come on, look at my face. Like, do you see a single crease? Like, not even from my glasses. Do you see a single crease under here? And my under eyes are so smooth. And it really reminds me of the Too Faced concealer as well, because it has the same effect. The only thing is, with the Too Faced concealer, I think I do still see my glasses marks in the areas that it rests. But that MAC concealer is absolutely superb. I don't think there is anything that I tried today that I was not really pleased with. So yeah, the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow as a highlighter turned out beautifully. Yeah, I'm really loving it. Of course, I'm really loving my Amara La Negra inspired hair from Melanin Doll. This is their 4A 4B curls. I don't think they sell this anymore, but you can still get the same look with their Burmese either tight curls or the kinky curls. Or if you want a tighter look, you can go for the Afro Kinky Curly. Their curly hair is absolutely amazing. Like, definitely top 2 companies ever. Them and Yummy, my top 2 right there. Those are my heartstrings, honestly. Everything in this video is basically approved. It was like A1, and I love it. I love how this whole look came together with my outfit. Everybody seemed to love it because I got a whole bunch of compliments tonight. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until my next video, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.